Hello and welcome to another episode of Salary Voodoo, the show right here on the MMA Engine, where I, your host Monk, aka the Monkmatician, break down 3 fights, maybe a bonus fight, for UFC 280 from a Salary Voodoo perspective. Before we get into that, what is Salary Voodoo, you might be asking? Well, first, be sure to hit that like on this video, hit the subscribe on the MMA Engine as well. It's me, it's Weezy, it's Brady, and it is Betya, and all 4 of us are bringing you UFC content every single day, several days a week, before each and every UFC card, including, last but not least, this one, UFC 280, the one we've all been waiting for. So guys, let's get right into it. What is Salary Voodoo? Salary Voodoo offers stats that aim to give you a fresh, unique angle when it comes to MMA DFS lineup construction, especially in GPP tournaments. I glean stats from historically unusual places, such as salaries, fight positions, weight classes, etc., heavily probability based and very heavily overanalyzed as well. Guys, be sure, Salary Voodoo stats are all tracked since 1/1/21, nothing before that, and only natural salaries are used for calculations, meaning like 83.79, 8,800, 7,400. Fights that add up to $16,200. And last but not least, guys, comment the fights you want to see from the next UFC card. I believe it's UFC Vegas 63 from a Salary Voodoo perspective. So be sure to get in those comments below. Let me know what fights you want to see next time. I know it's hard to look past UFC 280, but just for a minute, I need 3 fights picked by you, the community, so that we can get into for the next Salary Voodoo, because it's no fun when I pick the fights. I got to have my folks involved. So please be sure to comment down below and let me know what stats you like the most as well. Let's get right into it, guys. First fight of the night for Salary Voodoo is going to be picked by AJ Poole. We've got Armen Petrosyan going against AJ Dobson. AJ, did you just pick the guy named AJ? I am on to you, my guy. $9,100 for Petrosyan, $7,100 for AJ Dobson. This is a middleweight fight. Middleweights make the optimal lineup 50.88% of the time. Fight number 3, not so good, 46.75% of the time. The third fight of the night, someone makes the optimal lineup. And the salary pair, not a good look for 91 and 71. Just 39.13% optimal as a salary pair. We are over leveraged, meaning we are putting these guys in 6.23% more lineups than we should. We are over leveraged here. You want that number to be a negative number, meaning we should get more of them in, but we have been putting too many of them in as far as they make the optimal. So we got to temper expectations here. The average ownership for 9,100 is just 28%, and we are 6.5% over leverage to that play. So not a good look from the favorite salary. Both guys are orthodox. Finish win percent is fantastic, almost 38% for 9,100. Decision win, 32%, so some great numbers there. Those are probably the only good numbers we have to work with so far. Meanwhile, the dog salary of 7,100, average ownership is just 17.23%, and that's right about where we want to be as far as optimal rates go. Orthodox as well, like I said. Finish rate is under 12%, and under is just about 19% decision win. Not a good look from the 7,100. Now 9,100, both of these salaries have been used 69 times. 9,100 has made optimal 15 of those times. That is a 21.74% optimal rate. Usually you want to see an optimal rate of 25. Anything more than 25 is good. Anything higher than 30 is fantastic. We are just at 21.74 here. Win rate of under 70% for a dog, or for a favorite salary of over $9,000. You don't even get a 70% win rate. Not a good look. Only 31% optimal in wins, and 96 average DraftKings points per win. So not good numbers here from a very expensive favorite salary in 9,100. 7,100 has made optimal just 12 times, but it's only 3 times less than its $9,100 counterpart. 17.5% optimal rate, basically 30.43% win rate, and it's optimal when it wins 57.14% of the time. Average DraftKings score just over 90. None of these numbers look great. In fact, the underdog almost looks better than the favorite here. What are we gonna do for this one, AJ? We got Dobson versus Petrosyan, 9,100 versus 7,100. Are we gonna have good voodoo? Are we gonna have bad voodoo? We got ourselves some bad voodoo here, guys. If you see Frozen Jack, you know it's bad voodoo. We are hexed on this one. The salary score for 9,100 is 18th best out of 30 possible salaries. 9.24 salary score. Look over across the board at the underdog. It's even worse. 10.79 That is the 24th worst salary score out of 30 possible salaries, guys. That is not going to cut the mustard, as they say, this week. I'd be more excited to play the $7,100 fighter based on those stats, but go look at my game theory video, and there's several reasons why you should probably not be playing AJ Dobson this week. So I would avoid this fight as a whole when it comes to Salary Voodoo. Next fight, fight number 2. Thank you, AJ Poole, for submitting that. Fight number 2, picked by WW. What was that? Walter White, Walt Whitman, Wiki Wouse. I don't know. I love it though. Dub, $8,800, $7,400. We've got Mateusz Gamrot going against Beneil Dariush. Lightweight fight. Lightweights make the optimal lineup at a 53.21% rate. That's fantastic. 11th fight of the night, also over 50%. 50.79% to be exact. And the salary pair, this I triple check these numbers because a lot of these numbers are the exact same from the previous fight. They are all accurate. I triple check them, and in this case even checked them more than that. Again, 39.13% for the salary pair, and it's over leveraged even worse than the first fight by almost 7.5%, guys. These are not good salaries to play. This is a fantastic fight, not good salaries to play for Salary Voodoo. $8,800 is average ownership, 25.24%. That is quite a bit of ownership, and we are 3.5% over leverage, so we should be closer to 22-21% as far as the optimal rate goes. We are putting them in 25%, so we are over leveraged. We got a southpaw versus southpaw matchup here. Turns out when southpaws fight southpaws 50% of the time, southpaws win. Finish win percent for 8,800 is 26.09. Decision win percent is over 42. My goodness. So very good win rate here for this high salary. But you want to see more finish wins than decision wins when it comes to making the optimal lineup for the most part. It's about 2-to-1 of fighters that have made the optimal lineup with finishes compared to decisions. I think it's over 2-to-1. 7,400 average ownership is 21.33%, and we are over leveraged even more than we were to the favorite salary, almost 4% over where we should be. Finish win percent is less than 12, decision win percent less than 19. Again, look at these optimal times used, 69 times, and each 8,800 is made at 15 and 74 is made at 12. These are the exact same numbers from the last card we looked at, guys. Less than 22% optimal for the favorite, 68% win rate for the $8,800 salary. Not great. 31, almost 32% optimal in wins, and an average DraftKings score per win of just 90.57 for the favorite. These numbers are not good at all. Again, especially for such a high salary. 12 of 69 for the $7,400 salary. That's an optimal rate of 17. Almost 17.5, a win rate of almost 30.5. Optimal rate in wins is 57.14, and we are under 90 or under 89 points as far as average DraftKings points per win. Guys, this fight, very similar numbers to the last fight. I guess I'd pick 88 over 91 just based on a few of these numbers, but both we are over leveraged too. I think you can guess what this one's going to be. We got ourselves another frozen jack here. Mateusz Gamrot with the 17th best salary score out of 30 fights, and Beneil Dariush with the 24th. Again, it's the exact same salary score. These stats are the same for 7,400 and 7,100, if that tells you anything at all. So I like Beneil Dariush, but the salaries think that him and AJ Dobson are basically the same fighter this week. So that is interesting because you get a big $300 break on that. So I'd rather have Dariush in my lineups though over Dobson. So that is going to be an interesting play. Thank you WW for that one. Fight number 3. This one is where it gets interesting. Picked by J.O. Appreciate it. I'm not going to venture a guess as to what that might stand for. 9,300 for Petrosyan going against 6,900 for Sean O'Malley. The absolute disrespect on my guy Sean right here is crazy. 51.52% of the time bantamweights make the optimal lineup. Very good. Fight number 12 is a 50% rate as well. And we are over lever. Actually, no, we're not. This should be green. 47% optimal is this salary pair, almost 47.5, and we should have them in 1.33% more lineups than we do. We are under leveraged by over 8% to this $9,300 and $6,900 fight. So get these guys in your lineups. Average ownership for 9,300 is a crazy 32.91%. The leverage here, we're over leveraged to that position by 6.59%, guys. We should have that. That means he's making optimal at the $9,300 salary is making optimal almost 7% less than we are rostering him. That is not a good look at all. Two switch stance fighters here. Finish win rate for 9,300 is great, 42%. Decision win rate 28. That's a ridiculous gap and a ton of finishes here from the $9,300 salary, which makes me wonder, why is it 7% over leverage? That's crazy. Just must not score very well. 6,900. 13% ownership. I have a feeling it's going to be a bit higher than that this week, but we are under leveraged by 8%. 8% under leverage. Get $6,900 in your lineups, guys. That is a ridiculous negative leverage there. Finish win rate under 12.5. Decision win rate just over 14. So it does have a pretty poor win rate. Let's check out the optimal and times used. Again, you guys picked all 3 fights where the favorite has made optimal 15 times and the dog has made optimal 12 times. I assure you, those are the only 3 fights where that's the case. I can't believe it lined up and worked out like that, but you guys are awesome. Optimal rate for 9,300 is 26.32%. So very good. You know, over 25, like I said, is good. Anything over 30 is fantastic. So we are over 25 there. Win rate of over 70 for a favorite salary. That is decent. Although I would want it to be a bit higher for its 9,300, but you know, over 70 is decent. We'll take it. And 3 out of 8 times it wins, it makes optimal. That is a very low number. Average DraftKings points per win is 99. Excuse me. Sean O'Malley has made optimal 12 of 57 times, or sorry, that's very wrong. The $6,900 salary, who happens to be occupied by Sean O'Malley, has made optimal 12 of 57 times. That is a 21% optimal rate, not great. Has just a 26% win rate, but when it does win, makes optimal 80% of the time, guys. 97.62 average DraftKings points per win. I absolutely love this fight. Be sure to watch my game theory video as to how I am playing it, but I think the winner scores very well. Yeah, I think they've got a great chance. So let's see if the Salary Voodoo agrees with me. And J.O. We've got good voodoo. We've got Bernie. You see Bernie, you know we got that good voodoo, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Target this fight is what if you see a Bernie, that means target this fight. Salary score for 9,300, 11th best, 7.89. So that's not terrible, not top 10, but just outside. Meanwhile, the salary score for 6,900 is 9.8, the 20th best out of 30. So that's not a great number, but when you put them together, guys, this is the 7th highest fight as far as Salary Voodoo goes out of 14 fights. So we are right above the median. It was close between a Bernie and a Jack, but we got that good voodoo with the Bernie. So let's get it, guys. That's not going to do it. You know me. You know this is a pay-per-view. You know this is the biggest pay-per-view of the year probably so far. And that means, you know, we've got a bonus fight. That's right. We got ourselves a bonus fight picked by Roy Donk. Give a shout out to Roy Donk. $8,400 Islam Makhachev going against $7,800 Charles Oliveira. Again, not to sound like a broken record, guys, watch my game theory video out on YouTube right now. Link is in the description, and you'll know how I'm playing this. I personally like Makhachev. Let's see if the Salary Voodoo agrees with me. I think someone's making optimal on this one for sure. Let's see if the Salary Voodoo agrees. Lightweight fights, as we said, 53.21%. Fight number 14, not great, 42.86%, but title fights, guys. Title fights make the optimal lineup 62.86% of the time. That's why this is yellow. Half of it's bad, half of it's great, so we just did it in yellow. I love that. 62, almost 63% of the time a title fight happens, someone makes the optimal lineup. The salary pair of 84 and 78 makes optimal at a huge 57.35%, and guess what? That number's so big, we are still under leveraged by 6.5%, 6.44% under leverage to the salary pair. You have got to get 84 and 78 in your lineups, and I'm sure most of you will, since the caliber of this fight is what it is. I mean, who's not rostering Islam? Who's not rostering Charles Oliveira? Ownership for this fight's going to be well over that, as it should be. $8,400 salary. Average ownership just under 27%. We are a bit over leveraged to that one. 3.5% over leveraged to the favorite salary here. That is an interesting look. Southpaw versus Orthodox, guys. Since 2021, Southpaws have won 52.07% of the time they face Orthodox fighters. Finish win rate for 8,400 is 22%. Decision win rate is 25%. Let's look at the dog salary. 23.93% ownership. And here's what's doing all the work. We are under leveraged to $7,800 by almost 10%. 9.89%, guys. Get $7,800 salary in your lineup today. Orthodox has a win rate over Southpaws of just 45.87%. This salary has a win rate of 17.65 and a decision win rate of 30.88. So not bad numbers. That negative leverage is crazy. 10% under leveraged for 7,800. Let's look at some of these optimal stats. These two have fought each other 68 times. 16 times $8,400 has made optimal. That is a 23.53% rate. Not great, guys. We want that to be 25, as you know. And it only has a 47% win rate as well. But when it does win, it makes optimal 50% of the time. That's a decent number. Average DraftKings points per win is only 91.93. That is very subpar for the $8,400 salary. Guys, 7,800. What have we got? 23 out of 68 times it has made the optimal. That is a 33.82% rate. Incredible number. As we said, anything over 30 is fantastic. We are at almost 34% on the dog salary here, a 50% win rate. And when it does win, it makes optimal at a rate of 67.65%. Average DraftKings points per win, 95.26. Guys, the dog salary here has crazy numbers. The favorite salary, not so good, but look who it is. It's Islam Makhachev. And as I said in my game theory video, this guy, all he does is score in the triple digits. So I think you have to play this one. Roy Donk, I'm sure, thinks you have to play this one. What does Salary Voodoo have to say about this? Are we going to get a Bernie? Are we going to get a Frozen Jack? Bernie, baby. Look at those circle sunglass frames. You know it's a Bernie. That perfectly groomed mustache. Look at the lip. The lips are just the ever slight smile. You know we're getting that good voodoo with Bernie here. 8,400. Decent salary score of 8.38. That is the 13th best score out of 30. So we're in the top half. 7,800. Look at this for a dog salary. 6.43 score, the 6th best score overall that you can play in Salary Voodoo. Guys, out of 30 salaries, we got the 6th best, and it's a dog salary, plus it's Makhachev and Oliveira. Get this fight in your lineups now. You know I'm going to, for sure. Let's get a recap of UFC Vegas 280 before we skate out of here. Guys, the first fight between 91 and 71, Armin against AJ. Frozen Jack, we got that bad voodoo. Think twice before putting that one in your lineup. Another one you should think twice before putting in, although it will be a fantastic fight, is Beneil Dariush and Mateusz Gamrot. 8,800 versus 7,400. Another Frozen Jack. Then we turn the corner here with some good voodoo. 9,300 versus 6,900. Jan versus O'Malley. Some good voodoo there. Get those guys in your lineups. And then the last one, the bonus fight. We got 8,400 Makhachev and $7,800 Oliveira. The underdog salary is crazy good for Salary Voodoo. The favorite salary is not terrible either. We got that good voodoo. Get those guys in your lineup. 63% of the time title fights make optimal. My goodness, guys, this is a card of the year right here, and I hope it lives up to even half of the potential that I think it has. It's going to be crazy good. So be sure to get in that description, guys. Hit the like on this video and the sub on the MMA Engine, but get in that description. Click on my game theory video. Check out how I'm playing all these fights and how these guys do as far as DraftKings scoring goes. I'm going to try to put out another video or two this week as well between the MMA Engine and my personal channel, Monkmatician. So get on over there, check that out, give a like and subscribe. Guys, that's Salary Voodoo. I thank you for giving me all of those amazing fights to go over. And as usual, I want all of you to enjoy the fights. So enjoy, and we will see you next time.